Well, hello again, YouTube. This is the Heir of Carthage, bringing you more of my breathtaking action on my United Provinces campaign. Action. Anyway, now I'm trying to make this exciting. I should have been like one of those monster truck rally guys, where he just says action over and over again. Anyway, I believe it is time for us to destroy Calcutta. And let's go ahead and get this show on the road. I'm looking forward to slaughtering these armed populace. You can see I have a pretty good little colonial army here. Much better than what they have. Let's see if they'll surrender. Oh, they want to die. Excellent. Because I wish to oblige them. Yeah, they have a good quote here by Thomas Jefferson. I have seen enough of one war, never to wish to see another. If only people could learn that. Yeah, Thomas Jefferson's actually one of my favorite figures in American history, along with George Washington. Both of them are pretty much my idols as far as American historical figures go, and I wish that they were alive today so that they could run our country a little bit better than what we've had, but hey, I get into politics too much, so let's not do that. La la la. They're probably taking forever to load because they have fraps on, and I shouldn't have recorded this, but oh well. I guess you all can tolerate a bit of a wait. We all need to learn some patience. At least we have nice waiting music. Alright, here we are on the battlefield. Empire actually controls a bit different than Rome on the setup screen. I like to double click my units out here, but on Empire that doesn't work. You have to double click the unit cards. So here I am, I'm going to put my line in nice little formation here, and basically just put my cavalry behind. Alright, let's get down to business. I'm actually going to cut out just a smidgen of this so that you don't have to watch me marching up. Or actually, you know, I am going to record this. Let me teach you a little bit about moving your troops on Empire, because that was a bit tricky for me when I first started the game. I had to have some help getting it figured out. So, I have my units here all selected, and you can use these arrows to control them. Or, another handy thing you can do is push the G button and put them all in a group. You can put them in formations if you want here, but I'm not going to use those. And once they're in a group, though, you can right-click and drag, and see how I can move the formation to a point, whatever angle I want. That's kind of another handy way to move your troops. Of course, just like in Rome, you can push this button to make them run. Or you can also push R, I believe. In any case, that's a little quick tutorial about moving your troops a little bit more efficiently on Empire. Because the one thing that you don't want on this game, much like in Rome, is you really don't want your troops to move in a disorganized fashion. And if you hold down the space bar, it's just like Rome, it'll show you where your troops are going to end up. But another nice thing about Empire is they have these little green lines there, and the arc of fire. It kind of gives you a better idea of where your men are moving to, without having to hold down any buttons. So I kind of like that. I think these VOC infantry, I think that's what they're called. Yeah, VOC infantry. They look pretty cool. I like their hats there. So they're going to be my colonial line infantry. Like I said, I think it has something to do with the East India Company, but I don't know if that's... Obviously, that's not what the Dutch... I don't know. I don't know anything about that kind of history, so I'm not going to get into it. But I'm sure it has something to do with the Netherlands' presence in the Indian theater. So here I'm just going to be marching up on the Mughals. As you can see, they're using what... Pule 230688 has dubbed the disorderly mob formation. I very much enjoy it when the computer uses the disorderly mob formation because it helps my men to have some good moving target practice. Just too easy for me to shoot stuff that's standing still. Let's take a look at our ragtag opponents here. Got these firelock armed citizenry. I think they have one unit of, yep, here they are, Islamic swordsmen. So, here's these guys, they're planning on giving me the business. But I'm also planning on giving them the business. What do you know? I'm going to move up a little bit more because it seems like they're avoiding me for some reason. I don't know why, it's not like my army's better than theirs. I mean, it seems pretty evenly matched. Of course, I'm being sarcastic. Here we go, run into position. It's too bad I don't have the Carthaginians. With these guys running around like that, I could actually phalanx charge them. Alright, now we're going to start dishing out some pain. So here it comes. I haven't researched anything beyond plug bayonet yet, so I kind of hope that they don't get into a melee with me. But if they do, I'm sure that I'll win. I'm quite certain my guys have better stats. Some of their firelock arm populace is opening fire. I'll try and get you all some zoomed in views. Even though my graphics really aren't that impressive, I run them a bit lower so that I can get better frame rates, and the fraps will run a little better. So if you want to see impressive graphics, you'll just have to watch someone else's videos. But I guess compared to Rome Total War, Empire's got some pretty nice graphics. I think it looks pretty nice, even on my not-so-expensive computer. Here you go. Here's them exchanging fire with my men. Let's get a look from my side of the battlefield. As you can see, my troops are slightly more organized. You know, being in lines and whatnot. Got a Mughal unit over here that's wavering for good reason. As you can see, I also don't have the fire by rank technology researched either. So only my front line of muskets is going to be firing. I think it's interesting that you have to research the fire by rank. It's like, oh, we need to research whether it would be a good idea to have the front line duck so that our second line can fire. I don't really think that's something that would take a long time to research or require a university. Well, anyway, this unit of firelock arm populace is causing me some damage over here. Oh, whoops. I just ran my line out of position. I thought I had my cavalry selected, so now I'm using the disorderly mob formation. Okay, I'm going to run some cavalry out here. I have this regiment of horse. It's VOC cavalry. And I'm just going to charge right into this firelock arm populace. They're not going to be any match for my cavalry, even though this cavalry isn't particularly impressive. Let's watch. Here we go, and let's get some launches. Come on. Oh, what? I didn't launch anybody. That was lame. You gotta love it on this game whenever you charge your cavalry in and you send like 20 or 30 of your enemy flying. That's just fantastic in my opinion. It does it a little bit on Rome, especially if you have elephants. You can really send people flying. I'm kind of taking an unnecessary amount of casualties on this flank because I let them outflank me. As you can see, I'm not overly concerned about losing the battle, so yeah, I'm not really worried about taking too many casualties. We didn't get any launches there either. Weak sauce. Usually if you want to get some good launches, you need to use like Prussian 2nd Hussars or something like that. They will get you some nice cavalry launches. In any case, I think you've probably seen enough of this of this battle. There's not really going to be a whole lot else going on here. As you can see, it's not overly challenging, but I just wanted to get you some action from the battle map. This is the only unit that hasn't routed yet, is these Islamic swordsmen, and I'm going to take care of them as the time comes. Alright, so I'm going to stop recording and come back on when I get the campaign map. Alright, well that's the end of that, you know, knife's edge battle there that I just barely pulled off, as you can see. I killed my enemies at about a 10-to-1 ratio, which probably should have been the case. I actually probably should have done better at that, considering that I've brought well-trained and disciplined troops, as opposed to a mob of ragtag peasants. So, unfortunately for the Mughals, they've lost Calcutta. And now I'm in command. So, new management in town. We'll be giving away free money and all types of other goods and services. Nah, I'm just kidding. Alright, let's see what we want to do here. A dancing school. Yeah, I don't think these buildings are going to be Dutch approved. Maybe they would be, I don't know. But then again, I'm not Dutch. Alright, a cannon foundry I'll keep, and the barracks I'll keep. I'm going to tear down the government buildings and build my own. I don't know if that's really a good idea, but I just feel like doing it. As I said, I'm still learning the ropes on Empire. I'm going to build some roads to make people a little bit happier here. Alright, I think I'm pretty much set at this point. And let me see. I know those people are going to be quite unhappy because having the different religion. I'm still trying to convert this province. So I guess I'll keep my missionary there for now. I could move him up there to help out. let's go ahead and end this turn. Let's make sure that I've got my army recouping here, which I don't, because I had a battle there against the Westphalians, and I don't think anything needs my attention in America at the moment.